Hi guys, this is Kimmy Yanks and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, as you can see, there is a change in the setup for this video, and obviously so because I am in Barcelona and this is my hotel room in Novotel, Barcelona city, on this street called Avenida Diagonal, one of the main roads in Barcelona. And here we are for the Spanish Grand Prix in 2023. So this is the start of a new three-part series in the Motorsport Weekends playlist on my YouTube channel, wherein I cover the experience as a guest of the Scuderia Ferrari F1 Team at Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. So yes, without further much to say, let's head out. And this is Friday morning, so we'll need to go to the team hotel first, pick up our race passes for the weekend, and then from there on push to the circuit. A big shout out to my friend Raul Martinez. He's arranged a pickup for all of us, so my pickup is waiting downstairs, and yeah, from there on we'll head out as a group to the team hotel, pick up our passes, and then from there on we'll go straight to the circuit. More to follow once I'm at the circuit itself. So guys, welcome to Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya. This is Friday morning, day one of the race weekend, and here we are overlooking the cars from Formula 2. It's their practice session going on right now. The session went red actually due to an incident on the track, and you can actually see the leaderboard out there. I don't really want to zoom in there right now because Jack Doohan is actually P6, so that's quite a good session for him right now. And this is our Ferrari F1 Club, as is quite visible. And you can actually see the cars now going out and for their practice programs, race simulations, quali simulations. Like I said, this is all Formula 2. We have Formula 1 later in the day, FP1 followed by FP2. That is the order for the day for Formula 1 right now. But yes, this is the Ferrari Formula 1 Club. You can see the way the seats have been laid out, quite beautifully done. We also have a separate suite for Santander. I'll actually be walking you through the Paddock Club later in the day, but this is how the Paddock Club looks. Very beautiful, as always. I've got a nice got a 3-seat table here with my friend Raul. So it's a very nice setting right here. So this is Ferrari's Formula 1 Club, and you can see Charles, Carlos, the car itself, all beautifully laid out here. Hi guys, I'm back again, and this is FP1 on Friday afternoon. And you can see all the cars going out on track. Free practice 1 basically is a setup session wherein you go through a couple of setups to find the optimal setting for your qualifying as well as for the race. There were 3-4 drivers who were trying out the new test tire by Pirelli as well, and they've now switched back to the 2023 spec tire. We have Carlos Sainz running the upgraded Ferrari in FP1, and then it will be Charles who will be taking on the upgraded parts in FP2. Like I said, free practice 1 again is quite loud. Yeah, so free practice 1 is a setup session, and it lasts for 1 hour. So there is a lot of work that goes in. Thankfully, it's a great afternoon, not too cloudy, not too overcast. So this is FP1. I will come back with more content later. See you guys around. Ciao. Hi guys. So here I am back again, and I'm actually going to be doing a quick walkthrough through the Paddock Club. And this is the furthest end of the Paddock Club, and we walk right across to the other end. So this is actually the first hospitality area. That's the club suite, also shared with Red Bull Racing. So I'm guessing Red Bull Racing has less number of guests here. You've got PMI Connects. The usual layout of this Paddock Club is such that now you've got the food stations on the right, you've got the hospitality suites or the hospitality rooms on the left. Here we've got Ferrari as always, and Ferrari has enough guests to host a suite or have a suite of its own, which is not really a surprise, because whether or not you're a Ferrari fan, you are always a Ferrari fan. So it is what it is. We also have F3 qualifying happening, so there might be spikes in audio. Apologies for that, but I'm trying to cover as much as I can. This is the Mercedes hospitality area. So again, Mercedes has enough guests to host a hospitality area of its own. We've got Pirelli doing their own hospitality. Hi Pablo. And yeah, it's quite an empty suite right now. Fridays are usually light. It gets a bit busy on the Saturday, and then Sunday of course is the main event, so it's back to the rafters. This is actually a 2-level Paddock Club, and this is level 2. We've got one level below, one level lower. We've got the F1 Experiences Lounge, as well as a couple of other hospitality units. But majorly, most of the hospitality units are on this level. The other half on level 1, that's one level below. We also have an area for the staff and the hosts of the Formula 1 Paddock Club to rest or do the work that they need to do over the weekend. So these are the food stations, and let me quickly take you through what's on offer. You've got the starters here. As you can see, these basically repeat themselves on a regular interval across the length of the Paddock Club. This is an appetizer again, and then you've got the mains starting from here. You can see the chefs working their way in serving up these masterpieces. You've got desserts, dark chocolate cake, and octopus and prawn as one of the starters again as well, or rather it's a main. So yeah, we've got these food stations running across the length of the Paddock Club. Here you've got the Formula 1 Paddock Club Global Partner Suite, which basically has the Formula 1 sponsors like Qatar Airways and MSC doing their stuff. Here we've got the hospitality for McLaren Formula 1 team. So this is the Santander suite. Of course, Santander is a title sponsor for Ferrari, and they're Spanish. So it's a no-brainer that we have a suite for Santander here, and followed by El Plan, Mr. Fernando Alonso's team, Aston Martin Cognizant Formula 1 team Aramco. So this is their hospitality space. Obviously, Alonso is Spanish and he has a large fan following here. So this suite will be packed on a Saturday as well as a Sunday, I'm sure. Continuing further on, we've got our ExxonMobil, that is again one of the biggest sponsors for Red Bull, and they have a hospitality space of their own. Here we've got a common area, a common dining area for the guests of the Paddock Club. We've got a pizza station. We've got some freshly cut meat on that side. We've got a lounging area
field is super tight out there. Making a couple of mistakes.
Some local delicacies being
10 positions or so.
Cooked up
it's
here.
really critical now. They've got all the learning done on the first 2 sets. Now the last
and here you got a tequila station, which is not surprising. Moving further on, there is the simulator, of course, for the guests to try their hand at setting some really quick laps, followed by an ice cream station right here, which is always a popular place to be on a Formula 1 weekend, and a Heineken beer station for those who love their beers. We have a performer stage here,
sitting to the top. Let's have a look at what happened to Aaron
champagne station,
in the pit lane.
and then finally we've got an F1 store, a mini F1 store here to buy all your favorite merchandise for the weekend. So this is what's on offer. Apologies, I had to cut short that video because I met a very old friend, a very dear friend, and Mr. Christian Ter, who is now with Bang & Olufsen. But anyways, coming back to this shared hospitality area, we've got some more fashion wear from Alpha Tauri. This is something new. We've got jackets and fleece and some hoodies and some tops for the ladies. So that's the, and then here you have the registration station for the on-track activities that Formula 1 Paddock Club offers for its guests. So here you've got the Paddock Club truck tour, you've got the pit lane walk, you've got the photo safari, you've got a tour of the support race paddocks. So like Formula 3 and Formula 2, you can have a tour of the support race. And finally you've got an Aramco station, which basically is like teaching the guests about clean energy and how Formula 1 is moving towards bringing down its carbon footprint and make the world an easier place to breathe in. So yes, this is the Paddock Club area, and we've got this long walkway which takes you down to the entrance of the Paddock Club, and then you've got the Paddock Club parking on the left, followed by the paddock on the right. So this is the entire paddock area. You've got Mr. Otmar, the team principal for Alpine, obliging a fan with a photograph. And here, that's the Paddock Club parking with the paddock being right there. So guys, this was a very quick tour of what the Paddock Club is at the Spanish Grand Prix here in Barcelona-Catalunya. And now it's time to make my way back to the Ferrari F1 suite, because we've got Mr. Rupert, Carlos Sainz's performance coach. Carlos Sainz's performance coach coming in for a quick Q&A session. So guys, it's almost 5 here in the evening. The sun's shining hard and it's shining bright, and we are now just counting down to the start of free practice 2, the second practice session of the day. There is a little bit of nip in the air, which is good to know, and you can actually see some of the cars rolling out there. I think that's the Aston Martin that's come out, waiting for the pit lane light to go green, and it's gone green, and that's the start of free practice 2 for most of the teams. And this session is going to be divided into 2 parts. We'll actually be seeing a lot of quali sim running, quali simulations by the drivers in the first half of the session. Low fuel, medium and soft tires, followed by the race simulation, where the cars get filled to the brim, or a fair bit of fuel goes on the car, and then they go through their race simulations to understand the lap times that they're doing. So we actually have Ferrari coming out now. I don't know if you guys were able to spot the fluorescent paint there. That is mainly to understand the airflow that's running across the car. So yeah, more on this later. So guys, welcome to the second pit lane walk of the day. This is a Friday, and this is the final activity for today. Just very quickly showing you guys, this is the pit lane line. There, yeah. That is the pit lane line, and when the lights go green, that's when the drivers move further on. Doing their practice starts from here, actually, from a bit further back, and then they push off right where they are into the main circuit. So yes, this is the pit lane in Barcelona in Catalunya. So as we are walking through, the pit lane basically has garages based on the results from last season. So the team that was last has the first garage before the pit exit, and that's Williams. And you can see the two, wait a minute, yeah, there you go. You can see the two drivers' garages and the crew working there on their respective cars. Of course, now they will be stripping down the cars and putting them away until the curfew gets lifted tomorrow in the morning. During the curfew hours, you aren't allowed to touch the car. So yeah, just store whatever needs to be stored safely to prevent any damage from happening to the car. That is the Honda firing up in the AlphaTauri team. Orlen is their new title sponsor, and that's on Nick De Vries' car. Well, moving further on, we've got the Haas boys in Kevin Magnussen and Nico Hülkenberg, as they would call him. And yeah, Haas has quite a good following here. Good number of guests have turned up for a Friday, which is nice to see. It's also good to see Haas performing much better this season. They seem to have some really good pace. Nico had a really good FP2. Out here we've got the pit walls. So you have the team principal, the race director for the respective team, the strategy guys, the race engineers for each driver sitting here and calling the shots. And you can see this is how much we've actually walked from the actual pit entry. This is Aston Martin. We've got the home hero, Fernando Alonso, still plying his trade in Formula 1 after all these years. And Lance Stroll, his much younger Canadian teammate. Moving further on, you've got Alfa Romeo and Zhou Guanyu, along with Valtteri Bottas, the only Finnish driver on the grid right now. Hoping to see a Robin Raikkonen eventually make his way to the F1 grid, and really following his progress with renewed enthusiasm, because he's the next Raikkonen who could make it big in Formula 1. But yes, that's AlphaTauri for you all. Alfa Romeo, which will become Audi in 2026. under new ownership and a new manufacturer. Then we've got Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris in the McLaren. Again, one of the oldest teams on the F1 grid, along with Ferrari and Williams. A lot of success, but off late they've really been struggling with the performance. And there you actually have one of the firefighters from the pit lane, well suited and booted with his safety helmets on. All that is required to stay safe in this high pressure, highly inflammable, highly dangerous sport. And yes, here we've got our friends from Alpine F1 team, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. It's great to see so many of these guys still plying their trade with this team since the Lotus F1 days. Sad to see an old friend Oliver Anderson move on, but wishing him all the best for his future endeavor. And then you've got the kings of the turbo era, or should I say the earlier chapter of the turbo era. That's Mercedes-Benz with Lewis Hamilton and their protege George Russell, who made the switch from Williams. Well, it's nice to know that Mercedes has finally adopted the side pod design, something that they were not too keen on doing earlier on, but better sense prevailed, and now they are here with their new upgraded design. Hopefully it brings them some performance. We've got Ferrari here, always busy, always full of people, and yeah, there's not really much to say about Ferrari. Everyone knows about the team. And then we've got Red Bull with its party atmosphere, as well as enjoying dominance in this era of Formula One, with Max Verstappen, a double world champion, almost on to becoming a triple world champion, considering the way he's running away from the competition, and Sergio Perez, his teammate. Well, so this basically brings us to the end of the garages in Spain. But here we also have something new that's been added. This is an F1 garage. I think this is something else, probably hospitality that they've started within the paddock itself. There you've got the safety car, the medical car that's used for Formula One as well as the support events. And there further on you have the podium, where we have the podium celebrations, and there is the entry of the pit lane, also called the Parc Fermé, where eventually all the celebrations will happen come Sunday. Well, we will have some celebrations tomorrow as well, because we have the F3 race as well as the F2 sprint race happening tomorrow. So there will be some podium celebration that we'll get to witness tomorrow in the morning. But yeah, that is the start of the pit lane. So this was basically the tour from the start of the pit lane right up till the end of the pit lane. And I think this brings me to the end of what I wanted to show you guys today. There is a lot more coming your way tomorrow. I will do the final segment of this video once I'm back at my hotel room. So I'm back in my hotel room in Barcelona. It's been quite a long day. The time is 11:20 in the evening now. So I just need to get a quick shower, get ready for tomorrow with everything that I need to get ready with, and then just head to bed. It's going to be a slightly early start tomorrow, or rather an earlier start, because I want to get into the circuit earlier than I did today, because there was a little bit of a traffic problem coming in and out of the circuit. Well, today's day was quite eventful, starting off with collecting my race passes from the team hotel today morning. This was the Friday pass, and these are the Saturday and the Sunday passes. Also, after that, I did have the opportunity of spending some time in the paddock, thanks to Ferrari, and I was there for about a little over an hour actually, meeting as many drivers as I could, trying to get as many signatures as I could, and it was a very good experience. Hopefully I should be able to get a couple more opportunities tomorrow and day after. I was not able to cover that today, but I'm hoping that the opportunity would come knocking tomorrow or day after. So let's see how things pan out then. Other than that, yeah, it's been a long day, a lot of walking around. I'm quite tired, and we have to go again tomorrow, so getting a good night's rest is of utmost importance. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Friday experience. I will talk more about the circuit in general in my Saturday and Sunday vlog as well. Trying to mix things up here, and I'll try and do something different tomorrow for you guys to come and experience. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Do let me know if there's something else that you would like me to cover in my upcoming race in this season, so I can keep that in mind. I will be leaving the links to my other social media handles in the description, so if you guys want to connect with me there, you can most definitely do that. Also, today unfortunately Instagram has stopped putting up captions in my published posts, so probably I think it's like a shadow ban, as my friend pointed out. So I need to wait it out until the thing settles down and I can start reposting some updates from the circuit on my social media channel on Instagram. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and enjoy your weekend.